We are live and welcome everyone. We just got some massive news out of Social Security that I want to bring to your attention immediately right here in this live stream, as this is very welcomed news for a lot of beneficiaries, as Social Security has just confirmed, yes, higher benefit checks going out to millions of beneficiaries. I'll tell you exactly when here in just a minute, as well as retroactive pay in the amount of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, again, for millions and millions of beneficiaries. Yes, this is a real thing. Social Security just announced this a short time ago. The acting commissioner, Leland Dudek, who is the acting commissioner of Social Security right now, again, has just confirmed this. So this is really exciting. Now, here's the thing. As of recently, we've been getting so much information out about Social Security, a lot of which, honestly, is maybe not all that encouraging, but wow, this is really cool. For those people that are impacted by this, the millions and millions of people that are going to be impacted by higher benefit checks and retroactive payments, back payments in the amount of thousands of dollars. I don't know. Life just got really, really good for these people. And again, I want to share with you exactly what was just announced out of Social Security, who is impacted by this, the details about it as far as how much these people can expect to see, the deadlines in which these lump sum retroactive back payments will be hitting bank accounts according to Social Security, as well as when these higher benefit checks will go into effect. I mean, literally, does that not sound like the most perfect announcement out of Social Security? Yeah, sure does. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you exactly what they announced, what just hit the wire out of Social Security, and everything you need to know about this. This is super exciting, but I do want to make this very clear as well. This is not going to reach everybody, okay? I don't want to sit here and, have any miscommunication or misinterpretation like, everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to get this, but millions of people will get it based on a new law that came into effect not that long ago, nearly 2 months ago now at the beginning of the year. Yep, a new law came in, changed Social Security in a massive way, and that's exactly what is coming in here. So let me tell you really quickly. Remember back on January 5th of this year, the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law by the president. Fact, it did happen. It was a Sunday. They had a signing ceremony. I talked all about it. There was a bunch of information out there. I shared with you clips of the signing ceremony, and it is a real thing. The Social Security Fairness Act, it passed last year through the chambers, and it was signed by the president into law on January 5th of this year, okay? That was almost 2 months ago now as we speak right here in this live stream. Well, then we heard shortly out after that, the Social Security basically said, it's going to take a long time for us to figure out how much these higher benefits are going to be to all these beneficiaries. It's going to take us a long time to send out these retroactive payments and all the things like that. Well, now they literally just came out moments ago and said, just kidding, we got it done, and the payments are going to start hitting bank accounts right now. So this is very exciting, okay? So here's the situation. Those individuals, the roughly 3.2 million beneficiaries who are impacted by the GPO, or I should say not impacted by, but were previously impacted by the GPO, government pension offset, or the WEP, the windfall elimination provision, those are no longer a thing anymore. Because of the Social Security Fairness Act, those have been repealed. They're gone. Out of here. Bye. Done. That's it, right? So those are gone. That's why I said just a second ago, I corrected myself and said who previously was impacted by these. Okay, those are no longer a thing anymore. But anyway, those provisions are now gone. Well, as a result of that, this legislation goes back. It is retroactive back to January 2024. So over a year ago now. What does that mean? It means that all of these 3.2 million people out there, Social Security beneficiaries that are impacted by this, are going to see a retroactive payment, as in a lump sum catch-up payment, to catch them up for all of those months, basically January through all of last year, plus this year, January, February, right? So right now, you're going to be getting all of this, okay? The people that are eligible for this will be getting a retroactive lump sum payment to catch them up for this. Now, let me give you a quick perspective on this. The statistics out there are suggesting the average beneficiary is going to be getting $360 more per month going forward as a raise because of the repeal of these two provisions, okay? Well, if we run some very simple math here, okay, 360 because of 12 months last year, plus just let's call it 2 months this year, that's 14 months, okay? 360 multiplied by 14 is, well, really good question. Let me roughly add that up in my head. It's about $5,000, roughly. give or take a little bit. It's about $5,000, okay? So these individuals that are impacted by this are going to see a one-time lump sum catch-up payment of about $5,000 on average. Again, that's on average. Just a little news flash here for you. Some people are going to see significantly more than that. That's the average. Some people will see less than that. Some people will see significantly more than that. That's incredible. I mean, wow. I mean, seriously, right? Welcome to spring. It's not even spring yet, but I mean, welcome to 2025. This is exciting, right? This is absolutely incredible. Okay, so the people that are going to be impacted by this will be getting that retroactive payment. Now, according to Social Security, when are they going to see it? Well, basically anytime between now and the end of March, okay? That is what the Social Security Administration has indicated. These retroactive lump sum payments will be hitting bank accounts for these individuals automatically. Bank deposits coming in for these people in these dollar amounts. Again, it's going to be different for everybody, but roughly on average about $5,000. That's super nice. I mean, super jealous, honestly. I'm not included with this, to be 100% fair with you. This does not apply to me, unfortunately. I wish that would be super awesome right now, but it's not, I'm not eligible for that. But I'll give you more on that here in just a second. But here's the thing. These will be hitting bank accounts according to Social Security between now and the end of March, okay? They've said that they will be basically completed with these direct deposit bank account transfers of thousands of dollars retroactive payments by the end of March, okay? So basically about a month. They're going to give themselves about a month to complete all these transactions, okay? That's number one. Now, here's the kicker, okay? You want a little, cherry on top? Well, here's what it is. These individuals will now also be getting an adjustment to their monthly benefit, again, on average, of about $360 a month. When is it going to start? April. So they're going to get a huge lump sum payment basically anytime between now and the end of March, between now and the next month or so, and then starting in April, they're going to get another boost to their monthly benefit of a few $100s a month. Wow, that's pretty exciting. So for these roughly 3.2 million people that are impacted by this, life just got really, really good for these people. I can't imagine that they're not I would imagine they're jumping all around and feel like they just hit the jackpot or something, because that's exactly how I would feel if I were in this situation. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to me. I really wish it did, because that'd be super awesome, but unfortunately it doesn't. So therefore I, just have to sit here. But anyway, so this is the situation. Now, let me explain further details about this. Oh, by the way, one other quick side note as well that Social Security indicated. They said some people may not see the retroactives or the raise to their benefit in very complicated situations. So those people who have a complicated situation, whatever that means, right? I mean, I think somebody, I don't know, but that's what they indicated. These are going to take longer for them to figure out exactly how much their raise is going to be and exactly how much that lump sum retroactive payment will be for that individual, okay? So that's just what Social Security indicated. By the way, if you're questioning anything I'm talking about right here, I will tell you this much. You can find this on the Social Security website. They literally just released this a short time ago. And when I am done with this live stream, I will put a link to the press release out of Social Security down below in the comment in the description of the video. Okay, I will put the link there when I'm done with this live stream. When I'm done rambling here, when I'm done talking, because I'm super excited about this right now. When I'm done with this and the live stream is over, I will take the link from the press release. I literally have it right here on my phone. I will take the link for that and I will put it in the description so you can look for it yourself if you want to see it. It's literally right off the Social Security website. You can find it there. Okay, so pretty exciting stuff. Now, let me explain as well. The people that are impacted by this are those individuals that were impacted by the WEP, the windfall elimination provision, and or I should say, the government pension offset, the GPO, okay? Now, again, this encompasses about 3.2 million people. It is not everybody. I want to make that very clear. This is not everybody. It's about 3.2 million people that are impacted by this. Now, what are these provisions? Basically, here's what it is, okay? It comes down to this. Those individuals who basically worked in kind of like the public sector, the private sector, who essentially acquired all of these Social Security credits that they needed to get Social Security, but then also at some point, maybe they worked in a field like teaching, as a teacher, obviously, things like police officer, firefighter, postal worker, things like this, where they were not paying in through Social Security payroll taxes, and otherwise they were eligible for a government pension. In that type of situation, they were maybe very limited on the amount of Social Security benefit they could have received, And as a result, it reduced their benefit or maybe even eliminated the benefit fully. Well, as a result, they removed and repealed, again, the WEP, windfall elimination provision, and the GPO, government pension offset. Those are no longer a thing, which, by the way, to put those into context, those came into effect back in 1977 and 1983. Those were brought into fruition and, again, impacting benefits since then. So, like, how many years is that? 42 and 48 years? Yeah, 42 and 48 years is how long those two provisions were in place there, basically drawing down benefits of people that technically were eligible, but basically because of these two provisions, we're seeing reduced benefits because of that, okay? These are the individuals that are impacted by this. And again, I would imagine right now, based on this news, I mean, they knew it was coming, okay? This is not like, whoa, we're surprised this is coming. We knew this was coming, but based on the information that we saw out of Social Security about a month ago, they indicated to us it's going to be about a year. They told us it was going to be about a year. They said, it's going to be about a year, probably like end of 2025, maybe like early 2026 by the time we'll figure this out, right? We were not expecting right now, the end of February, right now as I host this live stream, we were not expecting this announcement to come up across the wire right now. When I saw this come across, I was like, really? Did this really just gonna happen? And I dug into it for sure. Yep, it's an official press release right off the Social Security website. The acting Social Security Commissioner, Leland Dudek, again, literally just confirmed this. It is a real thing and it is happening, okay? Anyway, so it's a little bit of a shock, honestly, that this is coming like 10 months earlier than we were originally anticipating. So that's pretty exciting. So I can jump into the chat now. I can certainly dig into this further. I can let you know all kinds of information on this. There's all kinds of information about this popping up. But the last couple days here, between yesterday and today, we've had a number of announcements out of Social Security, okay? Some different parts of Social Security that have been eliminated, completely closed down, and, close the doors on it. People are being laid off. Again, your benefits are not being impacted in a negative way. It's not going to impact your eligibility, nothing like that. Don't worry about that. But there's just been a number of interesting announcements. And then this one came out and I thought, whoa, that's an interesting one. Yeah, let's talk about that. So anyway, I'm going to jump into the chat here. I can answer your questions. Let me know what you need from me. I'm here for you in any way that I can be, any capacity. Just let me know what I can do for you. I can answer questions. I'll do my very best to get through as many as I possibly can. Exciting. Wow. Okay. It's going to take me a second to pull up the chat here. And then I will send that over to you. Or not send it. I will answer your questions. Okay. Let's go here. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look really, really fast here. I'm going to see if I can find that press release. I have it on my phone here. It's just I'm like super slow. Hang on a second here. I'm going to find it so that I can put it in the chat maybe. And then you can just see it right here. You won't have to wait for the end of the live stream. Let me see if I have it right. Oh, here it is. Okay. In fact, I'll do this. Here you go. Oh, here, stop talking. Okay, here it is. It's right there. I'll put it in the chat. Okay, can you see it right there a little bit maybe? I will put it in the chat. I hope I held it up to the camera. I'll put it in the chat right now, a link to that article right there, literally the press release right out of Social Security. I will put it in the chat, a link to it. If I can figure out how to do this. Hang on a second. I'm slow. Okay, copy. Okay, now I'm gonna get into the chat now. I will put that link down below in the chat box. I hope I can figure that out. But that'll be there. That is literally the press release out of Social Security that just came out a short time ago. So if you want to check that out, there it is. And again, I will put that link as well down below in the description of this live stream. Once this live stream is completed, I'll put the link down there for you. You can check that out if you want. Again, the official announcement out of Social Security, so you can see it for yourself. Okay, what am I doing? Here we go. Is it just me, or do you ever, like, you're about to do something, you're like, wait, what am I doing? I totally forgot what I was about to do, right? I do that way too much. It makes me a little bit concerned, honestly. I'm like, I'm going to do something, and I'm like, wait, what am I going to do? I totally forgot, like 3 seconds ago. Well, what is it? Okay, here we go. Getting into the chat. Sorry, I'm super slow about this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if I can drop that the link for the article right here, the press release, right now into the chat. Give me a second here. I'm going to try to put this in there, and then I'm going to get into your questions here for you. Here we go. Oh, perfect. I think I did it. Okay, I think I just sent the link right into the chat there if you want to see that. In the chat box, there should be a message from me like literally a second ago. I just put the link in there for that the Social Security press release that I literally just held the phone up and showed you that. So check that out. Let me see if I can see it. Nice. Is it Jerry Swaim? Hey, Jerry, that's so awesome. Yeah, Jerry, you called Chapter. You had an awesome communication with them. That is so cool, Jerry. That is so awesome. I hope they helped you out and literally hooked you up with an awesome plan. They've been helping so many of you here in the community. By the way, Jerry, really quickly, if you want to, send me an email and like tell me like the situation. Did they get you a better plan? Did they save you a boatload of money? What happened? I'll give you, I'll like feature your message in a future video and give you a shout out there. So if you want to do that, by all means, go for it. You can send me an email. And by the way, at the bottom of your email, write like a little something that says like, hey, I'm giving you permission to like share this in a video just for like privacy reasons. If you're cool with that, if you want to, Jerry, I will certainly give you some, airtime. I'll put that up in a video and kind of feature you and stuff like that, your experience with Chapter. That is so cool. I'm so glad that you were able to connect with them and, whatever they could do for you. It's awesome. Amazing team over there. Again, they're doing it all for free. I love that. By the way, Jerry or anybody else that's connected with Chapter, my email, if you want to send that over, blindintro@gmail.com. Again, blind, I know it's kind of a weird email address, blindintro, INTRO @gmail.com. Again, BLINDINTRO@gmail.com. I can feature you in a upcoming video. That's awesome. Sweet, Jerry. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's see. I didn't see the link that I put in. I'm pretty sure it happened. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put the link in again. Okay, so if you want to see the press release out of Social Security, I will put the link in the chat again, right here, right now. Here we go. Doing it again, right there. Okay, I know it's probably getting buried pretty fast, but here we go. Oh, there we go. I see my message in the chat there. Cool. The link that I just put into the chat box there, that's the link for the press release out of Social Security. So if you want to look at anything that I just talked about, you can read it right there, right out of the horse's mouth, called Social Security. Yep, calling Social Security a horse right now because it's literally out of their mouth. So I'm just sharing with you the link of the press release that was just released this afternoon. So yeah, check that out. Susan Aldridge, yeah, saying, so basically for a certain group. Yeah, it is. It's for those people impacted, again, by the WEP or the GPO that are no longer a thing anymore. Those individuals, yes, 100% correct, yes. Yeah, Dreamweaver is out it is. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Nice. Shell Balestra, awesome. Thank you for confirming again. I appreciate that as well. Thanks, Shell. You're awesome. Thanks, Wing. Appreciate you. Arlene Smith is asking who's getting these payments. Really good question. Again, just confirmed by the Social Security Administration, it's going to be those people who were past tense, who were impacted by the GPO or the windfall elimination provision. Again, GPO is government pension offset. Those were repealed back in early January when it was signed into law, the Social Security Fairness Act, and these big old payments and the higher checks are going out. This is exciting for a lot of people. By the way, I still have the link copied. I'm going to throw it down in the chat again. I know the chat's moving kind of fast right here. I'm going to throw the link down there again for the press release out of Social Security. Again, I just want to give it to you in case you want to look at anything that I'm talking about here. You can read it from yourself right out of the Social Security website. Just as long as I have the link copied right now, I'm just feeling like I'll just throw it down in the chat a few times. Yeah. Yep. Nice. That's awesome. Jerry Swam. Yeah, that's awesome. Jerry, thanks for sharing that. That is so cool. Yeah. Glad that you had a really good conversation with them. Thank you, Jerry, for sharing that. Yeah, Kimberly, I see you there as well. Thank you, Kimberly. And Shell, yeah, I see you there. Thank you for your help. Yeah, exactly. Richard, is it Richard Bellmeister? Yeah, hey, Richard, I see you there as well. Exactly. Doge, it seems kind of scary right now with what Doge is doing. I think this could actually be in the benefit of beneficiaries, okay? I'm working on something for all of us here in this community. Hang tight. I will present that to you in a separate video. But I actually think with everything that Doge is doing right now, could actually transpire into something probably pretty good for beneficiaries. Just saying, okay? We'll focus on that in a separate video. Nice. Hawaii 5-0. In about a year from now, you're thinking about moving back to Hawaii? Sounds pretty nice. Sounds like the good life, right? Yeah, exactly. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you, Hawaii 5-0. Hope you're doing well. Carlos, yep, it is real. It is 100% real. Carlos, check it out. I just sent the link down below in the description. Or actually, I apologize. I put it in the chat of the video here, description from the link for the press release out of Social Security. So yeah, 100% real, Carlos. Yes, fact. Social Security just announced it. Edward, I see you there as well. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate you. Let's keep our eyes on this whole thing right now. But yeah, this is for those people that were impacted by the WEP, Windfall Elimination Provision, and the GPO, the Government Pension Offset, that were extracted back in January of this year. Sandra King Rivera, is that what it is? Survivor's benefits. Some survivor's benefits could have potentially been impacted by the GPO, the government pension offset. Again, I don't know your exact situation. Okay, some people are impacted by this. Some people are not. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. I certainly don't want that. I don't want there to be any miscommunication that like, oh, it's for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. Okay, but yeah, some people could be impacted by this. Survivor's beneficiaries. Whoopsie. Nice. Iris, thank you so much for the confirmation that it's in there. That's great. Thank you. Yep. Brenda Turner, SSI is barely making it, 100%. Yeah, it's time for them to really go to town on SSI for now. I mean, here's the thing. They've been doing all these other things. It's about time that they do something to SSI. That's a program that's vitally important. Unfortunately, those benefits continue to fall behind. So yeah, for sure. Nice. Linda Provencher, you're saying you might be eligible. Super awesome. That'd be really cool. Right? Yeah. Counting the dough already, right? Yep. Shell Balester, I see you there waving your hands all around. Thank you. Jim H, I see you there as well. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Susan Aldridge, I see you there as well. Thank you again for watching. Hurricane Heather, I see you. Thanks for watching as well. Yeah, Angie Goodwin. Hey, Angie, thank you so much for the nice message. I really appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Just want to do what I can to help everybody out right now. I know it's a very confusing time, and there's a lot of things going on right now. This is just more icing on the cake with everything that's happening right now, right? I mean, icing on the cake. Let's get real. Pretty soon, we can't even buy a cake with icing on it anymore. I mean, let's get real. You know what I mean? With all these massive changes. Did you hear me talk about that in the video yesterday? Nuts, right? All these different changes that are going on. Yeah, buy your cake and your icing now, because pretty soon it's not going to happen. Or they're gonna say we can't do that anymore. Yeah, they're gonna micromanage us. Well, more than they already are, right? That's not like anything new. Yeah. Denise M. Hello, Denise M. Hope you're doing well. Indiana in the house. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, Michael, I see you there as well. Windfall, the windfall elimination provision. Yeah, exactly. That was there, impacting some people for sure, but definitely not everybody, just like you stated. Exactly, Michael. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Susan Ryan, a confirmation. Thanks, Susan. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gamilio Santano. Hello, Gamilio Santano. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us again. Some more hot information coming off the wire here. Thanks, Gamilio. So nice to see you as always. Hawaiian 50. Hawaiian 50. I don't know your exact situation, but you're saying you're currently living in Texas right now, thinking about moving back to Hawaii. Will your SSDI benefit change? It shouldn't. It should not change, okay? But one thing I would say is call Social Security and let them know, right? They're very weird about people moving. If you move, they're like, let us know right away, right? I certainly would have that conversation, okay? You're not going to be in trouble. They don't really care, but I would certainly do that so there's no interruption to your benefit. I would certainly do that, okay? It's not a big deal. I mean, certainly awesome that you get to move if that's the case, but I would certainly have that communication as well so they're aware and they don't say like, whoops, we actually been paying you or something like that. You just don't want any interruption to your benefit. Yeah. Nice. John Litton. Hey, John Litton. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Michelle Michelle wondering about SSI. I see you there. Thank you, Michelle. Yep. Misty, I see you there as well. Michael asking about SSI. So Michael and Michelle both asking about SSI here. So here's the thing. This is, again, impacting about 3.2 million people out of 72.5 million beneficiaries. So again, it's a very relatively small percentage of the population that receives Social Security that this is actually being impacted by this, okay? But when it comes down to SSI, no, you're right. This is not an SSI thing right now. But like I said a couple minutes ago, it's about time for them to come in. I mean, here's the thing. They've implemented so many different changes to Social Security. Well, it's about time for them to do something to SSI, and there's really good legislation out there to change SSI in a massive way. I've had a lot of people here in the community talking about it. It would not be that hard at all for them to implement this. It would change SSI in a huge way. It would raise benefits. It'd remove the marriage penalty. It'd raise the asset thresholds for how much money somebody can have. It's really good. Like what I'm referring to is the SSI Restoration Act. It's been around for a couple years, but honestly, it's really good. And why they haven't passed it yet, I don't know, right? And there's standalone provisions out there to do many different things for SSI as well. Again, I'm watching it all very closely for you, and I'll keep you posted. Yeah, Kit Kat. Hey, Kit Kat. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Susan Ryan, I see you there. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Yep. Nice. All right, so I'm going to keep answering some questions here. Do what I can for you, okay? If I miss your comment, I apologize. I'm certainly not doing that on purpose. Just trying to do my best here to get to as many people as I possibly can, answer as much as I can, trying to buzz through this as fast as I can here. I get it. Trying to answer your questions, trying to do what I can for you right now. I know it's kind of confusing. That's the thing about it. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all the benefits under the Social Security umbrella, very confusing. They're all their own individual programs. They've all got their own set of rules, their own parameters, their own set of beneficiaries, a lot of details about it. And a lot of times, honestly, a lot of these programs get confused with all the different parameters about them. It can be hard to keep all of them straight. I totally get it. Is it LA Toxic? LA Toxic? Is that what it is? I hope I'm saying that correctly. But hey, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Exactly. Dreamweaver. Exactly. I see that as well. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Legend checking in from Tennessee. Hello. Hope you're doing well, Legend. Thanks for joining us again. Appreciate you. Stanley, really good question. You're asking, is the president really sending out one-time $5,000 payments as a result of the Doge dividend, otherwise known as the stimulus check and the rebate check? People are calling it all kinds of different things. Really good question, Stanley. I've been talking about it recently in videos. I continue to get a lot of questions, hundreds and hundreds of questions coming in about this. Really good question, okay? As of right now, no, but the talk is that this is probably going to be a real thing, and the president has said, yeah, we like the idea, a 20% dividend payment back to the people. So it's all predicated on how much money does Doge scrape together. If Doge does nothing and disappears, or they're limited on what they can do, that money disappears then too. We don't get anything. If Doge doesn't perform, we get nothing, okay? It's literally a 20% dividend on a performance bonus, or basically a performance basis out of Doge. So I don't know. I mean, one minute we hate Doge, and one minute we love Doge, right? Because it's like the more they do, the more we get. But the more they do, the more potentially at risk we might are with all these different changes that they're implementing. So it's like, I don't know, take your pick, right? But yeah, that's what it is. It's out of the efforts of Doge, a 20% payback, profit share, bounty share. That's what it is. Dividend back to us as a result of their efforts. Yep. B is asking, will SSI continue? Yes, absolutely. I don't foresee anything happening to to SSI, at least in the negative anyway. Yeah, for sure. SSI is not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. Michelle, you're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome as well. Thanks for being here, Michelle. Nice to see you. Yeah, Emily the Wanted One. I like your name. Emily the Wanted One. What about the marriage penalty? Haven't seen anything about that in a while, okay? I will keep you posted if I see anything about that. I know it's a massive issue for a lot of you here in the community. If I see anything about the repeal of the marriage penalty or anything like that, of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. Yeah, thank you, Emily. Is it Marlene Cohn? Is that what it is? Hey, Marlene, I could be saying your last name incorrectly. I apologize about that. But you're saying, hey, if I'm on Social Security, will I get a raise to my benefit, and how much? It depends. Marlene, I don't know your exact situation, okay? The raise and the increased benefits and the retroactive back payment that Social Security announced today, okay? By the way, if you're just joining right now, I talked about all the details in the first maybe like 10, 15 minutes of this video. I would highly recommend going back and checking that out. All the details are there for you. Pretty big announcement out of Social Security literally moments ago. Well, okay, moments before I started this live stream. It hit the wire, did all the research, digging around, and then I jumped on the live stream. So, a little bit before this live stream went turned on. But anyway, I'll put a link, by the way, down below in the description to the actual press release out of Social Security. Once this live stream is completed here, I will put the link down below in the description. I've dropped it into the chat box a few times so far, but I will put it down below in the description as well. But anyway, it kind of depends. So Marlene, you're asking, will you get a raise and how much? It totally depends on your situation. I don't know your situation, but if you were impacted by either the WEP, the windfall elimination provision, or the government pension offset, those are no longer a thing anymore. So since they repealed those back when it was signed into law on January 5th of this year, the Social Security Fairness Act, because those are no longer a thing, higher benefits will start coming in as of April, according to Social Security, as well as the retroactive lump sum payments in the amounts of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars will be hitting bank accounts literally anytime between now and the end of March, based on the Social Security announcement that just hit the wire today. Okay, so that's what it is. I know it's kind of a vague answer to your question, Marlene, but again, it totally depends on your situation. If you were impacted by the WEP or the GPO, if that's the case. Yep. Is it Menzi? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not saying that correctly. Menzi. So people should be getting more on their Social Security check. Depends. Again, I just went through that whole little spiel there for Marlene. It totally depends on your situation. I don't know your exact situation. Again, everybody's situation is very, very different. If you were impacted, again, by the WEP or the GPO, then for sure. But if you were not impacted by that, then it wouldn't impact that beneficiary. Does that kind of make sense, right? So the only people that will be impacted by this are the millions of people that were impacted by the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset that were repealed back on January 5th of this year when the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law by the president. That's what this is about. Yep. Yeah, Hawaiian 5-0. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Amanda Hodges. Do you know how many years this goes back? I think that's what you asked. Yeah. Do you know how many years back this goes? Okay, so Amanda. Yes, I do actually. It goes back to January of last year. So January 2024. Okay, so last year. So what happens is that since they repealed it, basically as of January last year, 2024, these retroactive lump sum payments that will be going out to beneficiaries will be for all the months last year, right? So all the months last year that beneficiaries did not have that higher benefit, plus the first couple months of this year, okay? So it's about 14 or so months that people will be getting back pay for. So in the case of the average beneficiary, getting $360 more per month, $368 more per month multiplied by 14 months roughly is about $5,000, right? Roughly based on my just real quick mental math here, it's about $5,000. Not bad, right? That's what that's all about. So yeah, it goes back to January of last year. We knew we were going to get $5,000 somehow, whether it's the Doge dividend or the, the retroactive pay from Social Security, whatever it is. We knew the $5,000 was coming. Yeah, for some people it is. So that's awesome. Yep. Yeah, Stanley is saying, seeing is always believing. I'll believe it when it hits my bank account. Again, Stanley, I just really want to emphasize this. It's not going to be everybody, okay? So if you were not impacted by the WEP or the GPO, which were repealed earlier this year, then it's not going to hit your bank account, okay? So I want to make that very clear. I don't want there to be any misunderstanding, any miscommunication here. I want to make it very clear who this is impacting. So if you were not impacted by the windfall elimination provision or the government pension offset, which was repealed back on January 5th of this year, by the signing into law of the Social Security Fairness Act, then if you weren't impacted by those, you're not going to see anything out of this, okay? Just want to make that very clear. So just want to make sure we're all on the same page here, okay? Yep. The truth. Yes, you're very welcome. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Roger Smith is asking, are there going to be higher checks coming? Again, depends on your situation, okay? I know I've said that like a bunch of times here on this live stream because realistically, that's the situation. It really depends on a person's situation and, were they impacted by, again, what I'm about to say? Yes, if that person was impacted by the WEP or the GPO. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. I can certainly jump on another live stream or make dedicated videos about this, but what I would say this much is if you're just jumping on now, wondering what this is all about, I talked about the details in the first 15-ish minutes of this live stream. I covered everything there. Talked about the announcement that literally hit the wire just a short time before I started this live stream out of Social Security. I will also be putting the link for the press release out of Social Security into the description of this live stream. Once I end this thing, I will go down into this description and I will put the link there for the press release out of Social Security where you can see it right for themselves as far as what Social Security said, the statements out of the Social Security Commissioner, Lee Dudek, what the Commissioner said about this, when this will be going into effect, when the higher benefits will be going into effect, again, April, I'll just tell you that right now, when the retroactive payments will be hitting bank accounts, again, anytime between now and the end of March 31st, between now and then, so about the next month or so. Yeah, really exciting for a lot of people. Not everybody, about 3.2 million beneficiaries of the roughly 72.5 million beneficiaries. So again, it's a relatively small percentage of people, but nonetheless, it's a lot of money going out to a lot of people, right? Anyway, let's leave it at that for now. I can certainly jump on another live stream later if you want me to and kind of go over this again. Whatever you need from me, please let me know, okay? I'm here for you. Quick side note, by the way, if I missed your comment in the chat, I really apologize. I'm certainly not doing that on purpose. As you can see here, I'm trying to get through as many as I can here, okay? I'm just trying to do what I can, okay? Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can. Please let me know what you need from me. I'm here for you to help you out in any way that I possibly can, which, by the way, some awesome comments coming in. Please, if you've not called the guys over there at Chapter, call them. Seriously, give them a call. There's a phone number down below in the description. At the top of the chat box, you'll see the phone number there. The guys, the dedicated team over there about Medicare. Again, if you have any questions about Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D, Medicare traditional Medicare or Medicare Advantage, which one you should enroll in, Medicare supplements, initial enrollment into Medicare, whatever it happens to be, all that stuff, these guys are experts. They have all that for you. They will go through all the thousands of plans in your local area, across the country and in your local area to find you the best plan at the best price, at the best coverages, and for your personal preferences, and they'll present that to you. Guess how much it's going to cost? Free. They do 100% of that for free. Absolutely incredible. It's really, really nice to see that. And again, they're trying to do what they can to help all of you here in this community as well. We totally get it. Medicare can be very confusing. Yeah, I think we'd all probably agree with that. Medicare can be very, very confusing, which is why they're offering that, again, 100% for free. Absolutely amazing to help us navigate this. And let's be real. How many of us really enjoy our healthcare plan? Not sure about you. Don't love mine. Don't love it at all. Got it because it's better than nothing, but don't love it whatsoever, right? Here's the thing, though. How good would it feel to be like, you love your plan so much that you're like, hey, this is my plan. I love my plan. And it serves me for once. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing. After working with them, you'll probably feel that way about your plan. Just saying, right? I know it sounds super weird, I can't imagine that. Yeah, try it out. Give them a call. The phone number's there on down below in the description at the top of the chat box is there. Give them a call. Seriously, let me know your story as well afterward. If they save you a boatload of money, if they got you a better plan, what the situation is, I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, let's leave it there for now. Again, I will come back in a separate live stream, more dedicated videos, whatever you need from me, please let me know. I can certainly come back to help you out in any way that I possibly can. I get it. It's confusing. Just want to do what I can to advocate and represent for you, as well as give you the details as they are hitting the wire just like this. Anyway, if you're just jumping on now, again, please go back and watch the first 10, 15 minutes of this live stream. You'll see all the details there. By the way, the guys at Chapter are still there working right now. They're going to be there for a few more hours. Give them a call. Phone number down below. Otherwise, I can give it to you right now if you want. I can give you the phone number. But seriously, call them. They're literally waiting for your call right now. So if you call, they'll be like, hey, super happy to talk to you. Thanks for calling us. But anyway, let me give you the phone number a couple times really fast here. And then I'm going to jump off this thing. Okay, phone number for Chapter, the guys on Medicare. Any questions? It is 844 731-4987. Again, 844-731-4987. Again, 844-731-4987. And again, one more time just for fun, 844-731-4987. Okay. Have a great evening. Again, I may just come back later today and jump on another live stream. We'll talk about this again. Okay, I'm here for you. Please let me know what I can do for you. Otherwise, if you want to see the press release out of Social Security, watch the description of this video. Give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes and I'll put the link down there. And you can find the press release from Social Security. Otherwise, you can always just go to the Social Security website and look it up there as well. Anyway, hope this helps you. I'm here for you. Stay tuned. Please subscribe if you have not done so. It's 100% free to do so. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this. Really appreciate you. All right, here we go. Let's hit some buttons. Yep. All right, have a good night. And, well, I'll see you probably in a couple hours. All right, see ya.